Famous Athletics.
Yeah. Been ahead of my peers, just used to pedal the slowest. Now you pedal the fastest in a circular motion. Fame moved up in weight, ran out of opponents, so it's time to...
Shout out to Famous Athletics. In the building for that weigh-in.
That outcome let the fire, then the sirens rushing in. Water system shut down, ambulance on the scene, cause I'm gone. I'll be gone.
Light training camp turns into a big training camp, turns into the final product, turns into the champion, turns into greatness, turns into whatever you want it to be after this moment. You can turn yourself into a pay-per-view star, become a new conquer welterweight division title holder, or you can retain your title and keep it going, such as Errol Spence Jr. coming in this fight. Very determined, very hungry, taking the competitor serious. At all costs, he'll do what it has to do to win. Whether he had to man him down, strap season, smoke him, free smoke him, weigh him down, we're going to get the W March 16th. Now as we conclude training camp, the training camp has been well, on weight, on target. The diet, the nutrition side of things was a little different. Came from Dallas Prep Kitchen, working with Errol Spence Jr. this training camp. Everybody's a dog, everybody's vicious, everybody got a bark till they bite. Everybody's in that beast mode, grind mode. But at the end of the day, what separates you from the next man? The grit? Will you bite down on the mouth guard and say it's time to go in? You put this many hours in the gym to let the next man try to take food off your plate? Motivated. Stay motivated. You wake up for this. After this training camp, you'll see the results. And the results positive, you hope it. You're putting your first foot forward. You're putting your body on the line. That way, if you lose, you had a 12-week training camp to learn a lot about yourself. And now your stock goes down. And people start to look at you different. So it's a lot on the line here for both guys, two undefeated champions. Both signed the contract, both said it's time to do it, both confident. And we got a fight March 16th between two guys who wanted to prove that they're the best. Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence Jr., Dallas, Texas Stadium, big crowd. Big fan base is going to be there. It's going to be electrifying. It's probably one of the most anticipated fights of the year. Although it didn't start out as that. See where it leads to. The hype builds up. People keep promoting. And we see the end of the story March 16th. Fight week. Are you here to live up to the moment that you've been training for about over 12 weeks?
When it's time to be killed, I got that grit.
I let him answer
to go
that.
Get him.
That's the mindset that he has to have. I could say the same thing, but I'm gonna let my boxing do the talking on March 16th.
He says he's gonna let his boxing do the talking, but every interview, they do number of interviews, and they do nothing but a lot of talking. He's always on interview on Ellie sat back and all these, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, or he doesn't do this right, he doesn't do that right. I'm always watching. What I tell you, I'm always watching.
Look, if
I'm always watching.
If the media comes to me and asks me questions, I'm gonna answer.
I'm always watching. Like I said, I always expect the unexpected. I'm always watching. I'm always looking. I'm always trying to find different things. You know how our game plan is, so if he want to slug, it's not on him, so I'm not gonna say if he want to slug, we're gonna slug, If I want to slug, we're gonna slug. If I want to, box, I'm gonna dictate the pace. So, a lot of guys make mistakes saying, if he want to slug, I'm gonna slug. If he want to box, I'm gonna box. That's you mentally, basically lowering yourself to him and let him dictate what's gonna happen in the ring. Now with me, I'm the ring general, so I dictate what's gonna happen. If you're a real competitor, that just challenges you, period. Somebody that's trying to take something that you work hard for, blood, sweat, and tears, literally, and he trying to take it. So that whole right there just, motivated me, pumped me up. Like, okay, time to show him, not only the world, but show him that, that I'm the better fighter, period.
How much do you want to say anything to those internet people, that the internet gangsters talking about, oh, he's a weight bully and all that craziness, because he can't knock on your door.
Yeah, I mean, I just opened the door. You know, he was calling me. He called me out probably 2-3 times, and you know, the first time he called me, I didn't say anything. You know, he called me out again, I didn't say anything, and you know, basically the fight got made behind closed doors. It was like, you want to fight, and Sean Porter was, you know, he decided to fight Ugas. Everybody seen I tried to get that fight. I came, you know, in the ring trying to get that fight like he did with Danny Garcia. Couldn't get that fight. You know, Danny wanted to fight, you know, old guy, what's his name? I forgot his name. Yeah, Granados, yeah. And Q Thurman, you know, wants about 3 tune-ups. You know, the fight that was easy to be made with Garcia because he wanted to fight me, and I doubt any of those 3 fights could have been made at the Cowboy Stadium. Them fights probably would have been at the Barclays or in LA or Vegas or something like that. It wouldn't have been at, you know, the AT&T Stadium. So, I mean, Mike Garcia was really perfect just to have this fight at this moment, at this time. You know, Cowboys off season, you know, Jerry really don't have anything to do, but he loves boxing, so Garcia has a huge fan base and a huge Spanish following. True. You know, I have a pretty big Spanish following, especially a Dallas and Texas following too. So, man, this is basically, yeah, 4 words, 2 deals.
Pacquiao said he wants the winner.
Yeah, he's watching this fight.
Terminate chill.
Is that what you want after this fight? Is that kind of the fight you prefer after this?
Oh, definitely. Not looking past Mikey Garcia at all, but I mean, it's a fight that I don't have to think about. Definitely, that's another pay-per-view fight.
What would happen? What do you think about what Pacquiao Thurman will happen?
I don't know. I mean, Thurman looks so good, and I think Pacquiao lost a few steps in his bounce. So, I mean, that's an interesting fight.
Everybody's trying to guess what is that one thing that Mikey Garcia saw. Did you hear what Tim Bradley said?
Yeah, man, Tim Bradley. What did he say again?
That you don't move your head.
He didn't move his head.
Lost.
He didn't move his head. I mean, all the wars he been in, all the countless wars he been in, where you know he was out on his feet. Dude said he was in one war where he said he was slurring for a year. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't move my head, but when have you seen me with a swollen eye? When have you seen my nose bleeding? When have you seen I had a cut? So you can say I don't move my head, I block punches. You can look at my fight, you can break them down. You know, I block punches. You know, I probably don't slip punches, but I do block them. I do, you know, parry punches and things like that. So until you see me with knots on my head and swollen eyes and, you know, bleeding out my nose and with cuts, you can't say nothing.
Surccome saying, I'm not going to go quietly into the good night. I spoke too soon. Gets dropped with 1 second left in the opening round. Go too soon, buddy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and man down.
And water system shut down. And my lands on the scene, cause I'm gone. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. When this is high, you keep on going. When this is high, you keep on going. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. When this is high, you keep on going. When this is high, you keep on going. Locked hard in the speakers loud, they gone. Been a product of my vine, I'm born to win. Old shoes on the wires, oh yes, they gone. Yeah, when this is fire, ain't no holding here. Cause I'm gone. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. When this is high, you keep on going. When this is high, you keep on going. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. When this is high, you keep.
The biggest, the baddest, and the best. Famous.